We'll start from setting up the Stripe, then move to the Flutter implementation, and finally cover the Android iOS configuration. I've clearly explained you how to implement. Even a beginner can get started in creating their own backend. I'll show you the real code, explain why each change is needed, and help you avoid the common mistakes that usually break the Stripe integration. And if you are watching this video for the first time, I suggest you to stay subscribed to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter. Welcome back. Payments are the backbone of any real world application, whether it's subscription, one time purchases, or in app services. Secure and reliable payments are must, right? So in this video, we are going to see how to integrate Stripe in your Flutter application step by step. We'll start from setting up the Stripe, then move to the Flutter implementation, and finally cover the Android iOS configuration. So here in this part of the video, we have started with the Stripe and we have provided what we are trying to achieve in this series. And here in this video, I have clearly explained you how to implement. Even a beginner can get started in creating their own backend for getting the payment intent. And again, I have covered everything like what is payment intent, why we need this. And here these are the links for the two tutorials I'll be providing in the description section below, and also I'll be clearly guiding you through this particular tutorial so that you can make use of this particular payment intent and try implementing them in your Flutter application. I'll show you the real code, explain why each change is needed, and help you avoid the common mistakes that usually break the Stripe integration. So if you are building a production ready Flutter app and want to accept payments the right way, this video is exactly for you. And if you are watching this video for the first time, I suggest you to stay subscribed to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter. So let's quickly try to dive inside the code now, and I'll be writing the code and explaining you the each part of the code. And before getting started with the code, we need to define a global platform for our Flutter application. For iOS especially, I'm saying 13 here, and inside the Android main activity here, you need to extend Flutter fragment activity. And these are the two changes that you need to be changed in the code level. And also here in the pubspec.yaml file, I have added the Flutter Stripe dependency here, and the current version is 11.0.0, and you can update to the latest version that is available. So now let me try to write the code and explain you one by one. And here this particular line with just Flutter binding, right, it will make sure your Flutter engine is ready. What I mean is, like, we have added the Stripe dependency, right, or else any other dependency. When you add like Firebase or anything, it makes sure everything is ready before getting started. And here the Stripe publishable key, right, once you log into your Stripe account, here you can find the publishable key and the secret key here. Just copy this and try to add in your code, and make sure you go through this particular tutorial where I have clearly explained you how to get the publishable key and the secret key, and hope you have gone through it. So here I'll be adding my publishable key, and also here the run app I have specified here. Let me try to go forward with the code and I'll be explaining you once I complete it. And here is the template. If you want to avoid manually writing the entire code every time, here is a template where I have clearly explained you how to make use of the template and try adding the code. So here I'll be showing you the example how the template works. When I make use of the template, right, we have got this particular code automatically written in our IDE. Here we have added one more stateless widget, that is payment screen, just to make sure the separation. I have created two stateless widgets and you can club them even. So here in this particular payment screen class, right, we have just added an elevated button here, and here you can see the make payment method, which I have not created yet. So I'll be creating the next in the next step. And here this is a very important step when you are making the payment through the Stripe. Here, that is the payment sheet. So whenever you're trying to make a payment, you need to provide the details to the Stripe backend. So here in this video I have explained you how you are going to provide the details, and once you provide the details right, you will be getting the client secret, and utilizing the client secret we will be opening up the screen on our Flutter application. So here let me try to provide the payment intent client secret here, and you need to add the client secret over here. I'll be explaining you how exactly you'll be getting the client secret. And the next step is merchant display name. So I have specified the style theme mode dot system here, and this is an asynchronous method. And finally we need to present the payment sheet here. So stripe dot instance, and we need to present the payment sheet here, and finally handle the catch block as well. And now let us try to include the client secret here. So where exactly you are getting the client secret? In the previous video also I have explained you. Let me try to go through the backend code now and start this particular code, node index.js, and now the server is running on the port 4244, and this is the postman. Now let me try to provide so in Stripe, one thing, when you specify 1000, right, it will be like 10 value. You need to add two zeros, two extra zeros here. So let me try to make it 5000 and show you. So now I have added 5 lakh here, so that will be converted into 5000 now. Let me try to create the payment intent, and here let me try to copy this particular client secret and add it to our code now. And now let me try to run this particular application and try to make the payment and show you how the amount is reflected on our Stripe console. So here currently you can see it's $0, and now our application is successfully installed here, and you can see here $500 is been reflected. So in the postman we have specified 5 lakh. I have said right, you need to add additionally 2 zeros. And now let me try to make the payment and show you. And I am trying to utilize the dummy card here, and this is, you can say, like a testing card. Let me try to make the payment, and in the console you can clearly see it's $0. Once the payment is successful, right, it will be reflected on our console immediately. So here you can see 485.20 as the USD balance it is showing now. So I hope you found this tutorial interesting, and also make sure you go through these particular two tutorials before getting started with this one.